so good to be alive. Got all my family by my side.
Last week I released a video synonymous to the King Richard release, the movie release, and I wanted to break down a couple of elements in this video, both video and music, that I thought were pretty impactful and pretty dope. Just, give you a little bit into my process. Here is my timeline in terms of my Logic timeline, and the way I like to approach my bass videos is the way that some people like to write stories. It's the beginning, the middle, climax, and then like the end. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but we have that first intro part. So that first part, it gives me like a beginning of a story. You're just meeting the character. You don't know everything about him, but you know that something is about to happen. So if we switch over, like we have that first shot of the camera coming up, and you just see me laying there watching the computer, not knowing maybe what's on the computer. And then we switch to me looking at another angle. You see it's tennis, okay? Cool. Then you see my glasses and my face up close to the TV, and then you have my alarm. The next biggest thing that I really enjoyed, the part that was like most impactful to me, was this middle part.
It feels so good to be alive.
So two things. Like, I don't like to give everything at once. I don't like to do that, even when it comes to music and it comes to video. So I started with this low pad. At the end, when I released it, it was like that pad probably wasn't enough, but it gave the message of what I was going for. So the pad, and then I had the arpeggiator in the background. Just like, I kind of used it as a riser. Sometimes I overuse risers. That's just like my flaw. So I use it as like a riser, essentially, to go into the next part. And then we have this like beautiful. So we have that like, couldn't wipe this black off if I tried, and I wanted to feel grand, because that's how I felt. I wanted you all to feel that. I wanted myself to feel that when I was making it. When I'm making these videos, there's always going to be a sample in here. So these first parts, high strings, low strings, if I just do it by itself. But those are just supporting, because I have a sample from the 70s that's in this. Those two combined, I think, create something really beautiful, because there's a little bit of clash, there's a little bit of dissonance in this middle part. It's like, couldn't wipe this black off if I tried. There's a little bit of dissonance, but I really like that. I really like that tension, because it leads to the resolution of King Richard, and everything worked together. The strings were really the supporting part, because I wanted to feel grand, and I didn't even add drums in this, which is dope. Like, sometimes you don't need to add drums in things. I just let the strings do what they do, and Beyonce's vocals do what she did. If we switch back over to the video, as grand as that part was, the story of this was like, it feels so good to be alive. I think sometimes I have to catch myself, because me wanting to make these videos so great, I still want to do things that I typically do, in this mindset of always trying to impress and always trying to show that I can do the next best thing without remaining authentic to myself. So this is what I do. Like, I set an alarm and I wake up and I work, and this is something that's authentic to me. I think the last thing that I really enjoyed was the last King Richard, the ending. King Richard. So that part is basically Liv, my friend Liv, and myself. And she sent over a memo, and I sent myself my voice memo, and I compiled them together, pitched them up to make it sound like different people, panned them all over the place, and that was really about it. The drums are really simple, stomp, clap, and I wanted to make it a little bit like a marching band, but just a little bit more cinematic, so I know there's like low toms and things of that nature. With these videos, I always try to show that story can be cultivated through music and also through video. So the music is really the foundation for the story, and also the movement and then the emotion that I bring from it.